Do you know about the deep web? Because I know a lot about the deep web. Because the deep web is a fascinating place on the internet. But here are the dark sides of the deep web. You could argue with other people back and forth that the deep web is a good place, but also it's a bad place for those that are criminals. But I, however, am not a criminal. I'm just a guy that's fascinated by the deep web. Now, I'm going to tell you my experience when I got hacked from a hacker on the deep web. It went a little bit something like this. Well, and a few years back, at least 10 years ago, 10 or 11 years ago, I was 16, and I had a gaming PC. I would play various different games, such as RuneScape, Minecraft, and other games. Now, Minecraft was at its highest peak 10 years ago, and so when I discovered the deep web, after watching Minecraft videos for about 3 hours in the middle of the night on a Friday night. And so when I discovered the deep web videos that was on my YouTube homepage, I was fascinated. And so I thought of an idea. I had an idea. I'm going to try going there and see what I could find. And so I did that with my PC. And then the big crash happened 2 weeks later. I was playing a game, I believe it was Minecraft, and I was lagged so hard on the game that my PC crashed. And so I had nothing else to do but use my phone. And I thought of an idea. I thought, if there's a way to go to the deep web on your phone, and apparently it's possible, because you need a special app in order to do so. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to get to the deep web, but if you do so at your own risk. Now, I have an Android phone, you see. It's similar to an iPhone for all you iPhone users out there, but trust me, do so at your own risk. Again, now when going to the deep web, you need a VPN, and I forgotten all about that at the time by watching so many deep web videos. And so 3 days later, I downloaded the app on my Android device, and so I made the big mistake by downloading it on my main Android phone. Lucky for you, I collect phones, so I had at least 3 Android phones, 30 or 40 iPhones, but I was on my way to get a 4th iPhone coming in the mail. So I thought of using one of my, again, Android phones. And so I had 3 again. So I used one of my Android phones. And to the deep web I went. And so then I made the big mistake a month later. I was talking to a random user on a message board, or I guess you can call it, or a messaging, I don't know what to call them, I guess message forum, and he sent me a link, and I asked him what it was. He said, click it and find out for yourself. I said, please just tell me. He got pissy with me, and so I was about to get angry, but at last I thought of it. And so, after a minute of thinking about it, I clicked the link on my Android phone. And there I was taken to a chat room, another chat room, but with a camera right in front of me. Turns out that that turns out it was a live stream. I didn't know that those existed. At least I didn't know those existed on the phone version of the deep web. And so I was talking to different people. There was a couple of Italian people, a couple of Americans. Myself am an American. And so I made a big mistake by talking to a hacker. I joked with him, things like that, and then we became friends. And so we were friends for the rest of the year, until the end of the year. He said I pissed him off. I said, "How did I piss you off?" And he said, "Your joke 2 weeks ago went too far." And I said, "Oh, I was so sorry." But he took no for an answer. So, by saying, please don't disband me from being a friend, I pleaded with him, because at the time, for years, I've had no friends. He was my only and first friend. So he cut all ties with me. Then, out of the blue, 3 weeks later, I was hacked, because I knew it was him. He said it himself in text form. At the time, I didn't even have his number. The only contact we had was through a chat room that we frequented together. And so I was hacked. I got viruses. I got random porn sites, which obviously I didn't want. Number one, things of that sort. So when I did, now by this point, I was 22. I'm 22 at this point. So then, I had an idea. I decided to break the phone that got hacked. And so, I broke it, smashed it, and threw the pieces in the trash. And then I played it off with my family, saying that my phone got stolen, the cops were called, they couldn't locate the phone. So a month went by, then the cops called back. They called my main phone and said, "No traces of your other phone are no longer located, or rather, could no longer be found." So I obviously went the fake sad route on the phone. I said, "All right, I might as well just get another phone, or something like that." I told the cops I'd collect phones for anyways. The cop on the other line said, "Well, you keep on doing that, son." And I said, "All right, thank you." And I got off the phone, told my family. They couldn't find the phone. And so, by Saturday, I knew. That time it was Saturday, so I knew I was in the clear. And so I never heard from my hacker friend that I had a friend relationship with ever again. And that is my story on how I got hacked and used the deep web on one of my Android phones.